Hello everyone and welcome back. I am still double negative and this is still AM2R. This is going to be a pretty busy update. We're going to be getting a whole bunch of items, so let's not waste too much time, huh? The first one is actually just right over here. Just got to get past all these spitting statues. There's a randomizer mode that you can play once you beat the game for the first time, and bombs are not necessarily guaranteed, and let me assure you this is kind of a nightmare to play without bombs. In fact, the randomizer's logic can dictate that you get power bombs instead of regular bombs. And you can in fact soft lock yourself if you get that. Anyway, now that we have the bombs, let's continue on. Let's say there's probably 4 upgrades, including the bombs. And something that's going to be kind of a running theme throughout this LP is that I'm going to try at every opportunity to wall jump. More often than not, I'm successful, but sometimes it doesn't work out as well as it should. This right here is kind of a gimmick for the Golden Ruins, or the Golden Temple. Those claws, there's only 2 of them in the game, and that's one of them, can be shot to activate little blocks. We'll be seeing the second one in about a minute's time. I'm also the kind of player that likes to clear out most of the enemies in areas, so hopefully that doesn't bother you too much. If it does, this might not be the playthrough for you to watch, sorry to say. And something I really like is that once you get the first missile tank, the rest don't have that same intro splash as the first one. So it's a lot quicker to gather them after the first one. Alright, this second claw thing is a bit of a puzzle. There's 3 of them, and if you shoot them in a specific order it works, but it's also timed, and I'm not exactly fast at this. But that wasn't too awful bad. And getting an energy tank is always worth the effort. In fact, there are so many upgrades in the Golden Temple that I want to say we are almost twice as powerful as when we leave, we're almost twice as powerful as we were when we entered. We don't want to go out that way quite just yet. There's some more stuff to get down here. Those blocks look kind of suspicious. That's actually locked until the very, very, very end of the game. One of the hardest puzzles in the game is actually in there. It requires some very specific timing. And I'm not really looking forward to showing it off, but it will be. It's kind of fun to see in motion once you get it going, or get it working right. Here's our second upgrade for the video. Charge Beam. Charge Beam in this game works like it does in Metroid Prime. That is to say, you charge it up and then you can draw on power-ups with your charge beam. Very handy. Kind of a running theme in this video is I'm not very good at aiming, so bear with me while I continually fail at shooting a tiny block. There's a reason I used missiles last time. This hallway here is kind of a dead end, but there are a couple upgrades in it. I guess, is upgrades the right word? Energy tanks and missile tanks and stuff like that. But more missiles is never a bad thing, because my playstyle involves spamming the hell out of missiles every time there's a Metroid nearby. In fact, there's the third one right now. Not really a difficult puzzle, but it is kind of... I guess I don't want to say tedious, but it is annoying to do. There's another item right there, but we can't get to it. We have to go around the long way first. And now there's no more skipping it, we have to go back outside. Save points are pretty common in the early game. They'll get a little more rare as time goes on, but they're still a fairly frequent sight. And so are these guys. I don't remember straight off what they're called, but they're all over the game. And they don't really seem to do very much. Like, you can use them as a temporary platform if you're trying to jump up somewhere, but otherwise they mostly show up in randomizer mode to act as lifts for areas that you might need to get to. And speaking of lifts, we now have the spider ball, and it's making its... I'll say Metroid 2 was the first time it showed up in the series. I guess it didn't show up again until, what, Metroid Prime? I don't think it was in Fusion, but it's been a long time since I played that game, so I don't remember. Anyway, even though it seems like it might be kind of broken to have the unlimited ability to climb the walls, there actually isn't very much to find. There's like maybe 1, 2 at most missile tanks or energy tanks or whatever you find along the walls. The rest was just empty space. And if it seems like I'm jumping into this Metroid's horns a lot, it's because I'm trying to bait it into rise up, otherwise it sits on top of you. It's kind of a game of chicken, except there's no winners. This I'm kind of kicking myself for, because the one and only missile tank that's sitting on the ceiling is right past where we just fell down. I don't realize that, so I go the long way around. Yeah, like I said, this is the update where I spend most of my time shooting at the air. The first of several, to be fair. It doesn't dawn on me to just run past them until later. So how are you guys doing? Hope you're enjoying the video so far. No, not talking very much, but it is kind of a ponderous game at times. So hopefully a little downtime to just enjoy the very quiet background music. Seriously, I really wish I knew what the deal with those guys was. I just don't get it. Occasionally when we're running through areas, we see the little smaller ones pop up out of the ground and fly off. And a later lore entry says that they're, shit. Well, like carrion feeders. I just don't get what they're doing, just hanging out everywhere. There isn't that many dead things on SR388. Anyway, this is the end of the video, so I will be seeing you guys next time for a very short video where we take on the first boss. See you then.